Hey goals, so we're back with another year of doing the YouTube video here in Oroville for the Halloween ghost tour. So we're gonna go and I can't wait to show you guys.
Doesn't have to be this way. You give in to some bad hooch and then you have bad nightmares. It's as simple as that. Take away the hooch and you take away the nightmares. Oh, you got the chronology wrong. First the nightmares and then the hooch. You drink because I have to. And I have
to the left, and then you'll follow the lights through up the other stairs. And then while everyone's doing that, I'm going to have you guys wait in the parking lot out in the back, behind, past the back door over here. Then once we've got everybody, we're going to head up the back stairs into the Copa de Oro. Now, I will warn you guys, those stairs are tall, they're narrow, and up at the top, there's a soft part of the grate there. So it's concrete, and then it's a little grate floor. So I would just step on the iron and avoid the middle of that grate, because it'll give you a mini heart attack. So then after the Copa, I'm going to tell a story up there in the meeting hall. We're going to send you guys out the front doors to see the bar. There's a bar upstairs there called The Office. And then we're gonna, after you've seen The Office, you can head down the main stairs and out the front door. Then we're gonna head down Bird Street once we have everybody. I'm gonna stop on Bird Street, talk about an early haunting at the old City Hall. And then we're going to go to in the front door of a place called Nirvana, and that's on the corner of Bird and Huntoon. After I tell my story in the back there, we'll head out the garage door of that building and around the corner to the back of the Masonic Lodge, where the local witches are going to give you a performance, and then you'll exit through the Masonic Lodge, where there will be a witches' market. So, welcome to the historic State Theater. From tunnels and from hidden tunnels and a human skeleton beneath the floor, this building has had its share of spooky history. This year, This year, I would like to share this theater's connection to the Twilight Zone. In the 1920s and 30s, there was a projectionist who became the great Ravello, the famed magician and puppet maker who would create Willie the Dummy, who was shown in the 1962 Twilight Zone episode, The Dummy. Ravello's real name was Roland Peaty. He worked for vaudeville and served in the Air Force during World War I. After the war, Roland found that vaudeville was on the decline. His wife then gave birth to their daughter Shirley. So, in order to find more stable work, he took up a job as a projectionist and worked here at the State Theater, eventually becoming the manager for 21 years. So Roland worked in the projection room up at the top of those balcony seats. It's a little wider nowadays because United Artists came in and expanded that projection room. When Roland was here, it was just that middle portion. In the 1940s, while managing the State Theater and keeping up his dummy-making practice, Roland made Willie, who you saw on the screen tonight. For years after the Twilight Zone, Willie was kept in a private collection in Connecticut. But now he resides in the David Copperfield Museum, International Museum and Library of Conjuring Arts in Las Vegas. I was happy to receive a response from the David Copperfield Museum, and they loaned Willie to us. And now I will show him to you in the dressing rooms under the stage so that you can view him if you dare. I'm going to have you guys line up here in front of the stage and at that door. It is at this time that the members pause to remember absent members, both those who are away and those who have passed on. 3. All right. Apartment. There is a plaque. I know, yeah, it's a little smaller than our current one. There is a plaque right below the window that gives you the dates for when it was the City Hall and Fire Department. City Hall would have been upstairs, Fire Department down below, and they had 2 engines facing in each direction. So they had an engine that can come out this way onto the street, and they had one that could go out the back onto Miners Alley. It was in 1884 that an early ghost sighting had taken place in that building. Sam Knott was an inmate sleeping on a cot in the marshal's office. One night, his shrieks could be heard by the neighbors. He claimed that a ghost had appeared to him in the room. Sam's description of the apparition of a man whose appearance matched that of Herman Schmidt. Herman Schmidt had been executed here for what the papers called wife murder. Sam said that Schmidt had suddenly appeared to him with his right hand raised as though in the act of swearing. Schmidt's neck was broken, with his head dropping over his shoulder. He walked towards Sam with glassy eyes, but then slowly receded into the walls. The papers called this a remarkable case due to the fact that Sam Knott had no way of knowing what Herman Schmidt looked like. There was another prisoner there who had, quote, had his senses nearly chased out of him by the same apparition, who followed him with clanking chains and a room that filled with gas. So, from here, we're going to go to Nirvana's. Watch out for the things lurking on the streets and the sidewalks here. So I'm gonna have you guys go to the head of this group. I'm gonna get into that building. This is gonna be the hardest building for us to get this group inside of. So I'm gonna get in there too and make sure that I can open the garage door so that we can fill out the room. And if you can't fit in the room, make sure to hug the wall. And, if you can't fit in the room, try and find a spot near the garage door. I'm going to open that. All right, everybody who's out here, you can scoot in just a little bit. Come on in. I just wanted to keep this door open just in case this became like the first room in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. All right. All right. Welcome to Nirvana. This building is also known as the Green Block. It was originally built as a pharmacy. So as you can see, you wouldn't imagine from outside how old it is, but you can see the original brick back here. And some of the old safes that are around here in this building. I believe there's at least 2. And let's see here. This building once had another floor. So you can see a second floor over here. That would have been a mezzanine. So there is still a second floor, but technically that was the mezzanine for the original building. And the stairs here would have led up to the third floor, or the second floor if you're in architecture. And the third floor, that level up above us, was known as the courtrooms, which was a brothel named for the Butte County Courthouse across Huntoon Street. The proprietor of the courtrooms was Madam Mamie Guthrie. Her clientele were the woodsmen of the various logging companies in the Sierra Nevadas and the foothills. There was a man named Bill Colgut, and Bill worked for the Red River Lumber Company in Westwood. It was the largest lumber company in the world at the time. On the weekends, Bill would visit Oroville with the rest of the guys, and of course he visited the courtrooms, and he fell in love with Mamie. However, Mamie was a businesswoman, and she didn't have much time for Bill. He would come in on a Saturday, which was a very busy day for Mamie. So finally, one day, she threw him out. He went down the street to Grainer's Hardware, where he bought a knife, and went back to the courtrooms. So Grainer's Hardware is still around, just down the street this way. It's an event venue now. Bill met Mamie at the back steps to the rooms, these ones over here, where he took the knife and killed her. Someone ran across the street and alerted the deputy sheriff, who arrested Colgut, and he was charged with murder. Now, justice moved a little quicker back in those days. Here, 1 second. I'm almost done with my story here, so just be ready. In only a couple weeks, Bill was sent to San Quentin, where he was waiting to be hanged. The prison told him that he was entitled to a last meal, to which he requested only a cup of tea and a deck of playing cards. Each cell had a lamp and a tin cup. The lamp could be removed from the top to heat tea. As he had the water heating, he took off a leg from his cot and stuffed the hollow leg with some cotton from his bed, and then he shaved all of the red coloring off the cards into the pipe. He took the now boiling cup of water and poured it into the pipe. He put the pipe to the back of his head and leaned back to the wall heater, which ignited, blowing out the wall of his entire cell block. Now, when this story was told by another famous historian, Bill Talbotser, someone in his crowd asked, "Did he escape San Quentin?" No. What Talbotser told them was, yeah, he was last seen entering the pearly gates. But he did go out on his own terms, and Mamie's spirit still lingers here, fearing that he will return. I'm going to let you guys pull forward. Come downstairs. I'm going to let you guys pull forward. Now we're going to head around the corner to see some of our local witches.
Shop lass mich heute Abend blicken. Ich komm gut geschmückt in den Laden geritten. Alle tanzen, die Damen sind echt entzückend. Ganzes Backblech voller Sahneschnitten. Die Torten schütteln ihre Schrippen. Schütteln ihr Gold auf den Rücken. Schütteln ihr Holz vor den Hütten. Die machen ab und zu im Takt zu nicken. Ey, Barmann, nix hier passt zusammen. Der schüttelt ein bis zum Rand. Ein Riesenhit drückt mich an die Wand. Der DJ schüttelt ihm die Hand. Vielen Dank, es fehlt und Fang. Alle gehen sich um, sehen sie an. Sie ist 2 Tonnen pure Eleganz. Sie tanzt mit mir wie ein schöner Elefant. Mama, zeig mir dein Gepäck, Baby. Komm, schüttel Bug und Heck. Dein Tisch ist gut gedeckt. Schüttel ein Speck, schüttel ein Speck. Mama, zeig mir dein Gepäck, Baby. Komm, schüttel Bug und Heck. Dein Tisch ist gut gedeckt. Schüttel ein Speck, schüttel ein Speck, schüttel ein Speck. Ja, dein Tisch ist fein gedeckt. Ich brauch kein Besteck. Lecker, du musst dich beißen lassen. Schwimmt lecker und backt auf deinen heißen Backen. Dein Toaster wackelt auf und ab. Dein Obst ist knackig, frisch verpackt. Fein Zitrusel, groß und kompakt. Du schüttelst mich nicht ab. Ich häng mich an deinen Lippen. Ich häng an deinen Lippen, du Gloss. Du bist schön und schlau, studierter Kopf. Bitte wär meine Frau, du schüttelst den Kopf. Ich schüttel mich zu, denn das ist hart für mich. Krieg aus dem Schuh, Sanitäter tragen mich. Ich krieg Schüttelfrost, du bist der Arzt für mich. Gib dir ein Mittel, bitte schüttel deinen Arsch und mich. Zeig mir dein Gepäck, Baby. Komm, schüttel Bug und Heck. Dein Tisch ist gut gedeckt. Schüttel ein Speck, schüttel ein Speck. Zeig mir dein Gepäck, Baby. Komm, schüttel Bug und Heck. Dein Tisch ist gut gedeckt. Schüttel ein Speck, schüttel ein Speck.